Hello, this is Healing Hope. I am that I am, and we're here with
Granddaddy Swank or SuperKamiSwank. Swank, you just call me Swank.
What is Kami though?
He's God in Japanese.
Okay, cool.
It's a reference to this show called Dragon Ball Z Abridged. You know what Dragon Ball Z is.
Yeah, I know.
They dubbed it over on YouTube instead of calling him Kami, you know, like the green nigga Kami, like Piccolo nigga. You might not have watched it.
No.
But there's an older one they call him Super Kami Guru.
Okay.
So I just SuperKamiSwank. I thought it was cool.
Okay, and then what is swank? I forgot.
Swank, let's see, I hope I don't offend anybody, but it's allegedly it's like the heterosexual version of swag. You know what I'm saying? Swag is supposedly a homosexual term. So.
Okay.
But I got all my swag or my swank from my grandfather, you know what I'm saying? So when I first started rapping and stuff back in the day, that was my stage name.
Okay, cool. What got you into music?
I don't know, I just wanted to be somebody when I was younger, I guess. I like to think I was pretty talented at it. A lot of people encouraged it, and I like making different stuff, like everybody like making trap stuff. I done made like French music, like metal rap, R&B and stuff. You know, I just got a taste for it. I like it. I like being on stage performing. You know, I like doing stuff that people can appreciate. Mostly selfish, and I just wanted to be I just wanted to be that nigga when I was younger. You know what I'm
Okay.
What made you choose Healing Whole?
I was about to say, I knew you was about to ask me a question. I'm like, this is not I don't get interviewed here.
Oh, okay. Let's try to keep the conversation going.
What does the word alchemy mean to you?
I don't know. I guess to transmute something more or less. The first thing I think of is Full Metal Alchemist because I'm just an anime nigga.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, to transmute something like what they used to think you could turn from lead to gold. Physical alchemy, which I don't think is real, but it's the transmutation of something from one thing to another thing. I guess it could be from inside spirit or your mind, thought process. I don't get too deep into it because, like I said, I like the anime and I don't want to goddamn turn to a nut job trying to shoot fire out my hands and shit. You know.
I know you just talked about the Full Metal Alchemist. What do you like about that show?
Well, it was my very first manga. It wasn't my first anime, but it was my first manga. My uncle took me to the library when I was younger. Like I was in like 6th grade, I think. Put me on with it, and I really liked it. And then I would ask him to take me to the library all the time to go get some more. But then he died at the end of that year. Somebody fell asleep while driving and crashed into him. You know what I'm saying? He lost his life. So I guess that's a deep part of it. And then it's definitely one of the best animes ever. You know what I'm saying? And mangas. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it just has a special place in my heart because of that. I guess my uncle put me on with it. That was my very first one too.
Well, that's pretty like bittersweet, I guess.
It's a very ambitious thing to try to get into a podcast.
I mean, I always wanted to be honest. I was telling my friend the other day, like I was in school. I really liked doing school. You know, I was a real good student, whatnot. But when I got to college, I was like, this is pointless because YouTube is a thing and I'm going here for journalism. Like, I want a podcast, like YouTube, come on.
Not sure.
And I was like, I can't waste my money. So
I got kicked out of college my first semester.
Interesting. How? What happened?
The first incident was I went to a party, got real drunk. It was me, my girl, my roommate, and a couple of my friends. We was party hopping. We was all over everywhere. It was at UNC Pembroke. By the end of the night, we're all heading home. I'm drunk as fuck. We're all drunk as fuck. Got back. I didn't have my student ID and I didn't have my keys, so I couldn't like get in my building, my room, or get food at the caf. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, yo, I gotta go find my shit.
Yeah.
But everybody else was like, no, Trey, you're drunk, blah, blah, blah. They all herded me into my room, you know what I'm saying? My girl was mad at me, so she went up to her floor. My roommate and the homies was trying to make sure I ain't go nowhere, but they was all fucked up too, and eventually they wasn't near me, so I hopped on my penny board and dipped out that motherfucker. I got to the steps to get down the stairwell, and my RA was coming up the steps. And I guess I was so fucked up, you could just see it in my face. You know what I'm saying? He's like, whoa. He tried to stop me. He grabbed my arm. And I'm like, look, bro, I understand I'm probably in trouble, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But I got to go find my stuff. We can do this when I get back, you know what I'm saying? But he wasn't trying to hear it. He was trying to grip my shit, you know what I'm saying? He was squeezing me kind of hard. I'm like, nigga, you like he's like a grade above me or whatever the fuck. I was like, bro, let go. We can do this later. You know, he didn't want to let go, so I put my foot right in that nigga chest, you know what I'm saying? It's fucked up. Low key, that could have gone to jail. But I kicked that nigga down the steps. Then I hopped over him, dipped out, got on my skateboard. And
how many steps was it though?
Like 8.
It ain't too bad.
Like less than 10 for sure.
Yeah.
Probably, you know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, he was all right. You know what I'm saying? Skateboarded into a tree at one point because the trees are in the sidewalk, so it wasn't like I was skateboarding in the grass and hit a tree. You know what I'm saying? I ain't that bad. I was fucked up. I wasn't that fucked up, but I did hit the tree. It fucked up. I had a cut, and then I went from party to party. Didn't find my shit nowhere. Finally made it back to my building. Police is outside waiting on me. My homies is outside waiting on me. My girl out there crying and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So Needless to say, I got in trouble. That was only my first offense though. So I got in trouble for that. And then the other time we were smoking, me and my girl and these two twins. We went to high school and then to college with, and them bitches wanted to get Starbucks. It was just cool, you know. I mean, but there's Starbucks on campus, but she wanted to park in the drop off section, like where you're unloading stuff for your dorm, instead of parking in the parking lot. And I was telling them, no, just park in the parking spot, and we could walk over there. They didn't want to listen, so then a Segway cop pulls up on his little fucking Segway while we're inside, because my girl had to pee and there's no bathroom in the Starbucks, so she went out to the next building to use the bathroom. Doing all that, we could have just parked the car. You know? Yeah, so the Segway cop catches her outside while we're getting orders. The dude's like, "Yo, Swank, isn't it your girl out there?" She's already done let him in the car. She ain't know how to deal with police and stuff like that. Yeah, had our weed and all that stuff. All four of us got in trouble, but that was my second infraction, so I got kicked out after that. And I grew up a Jehovah's Witness, ironically, you know what I'm saying? I was pretty good. I was smart and good and all that stuff growing up, really sheltered, I guess. And that's why when I went to college, I just lost my mind. Got my first little bit of pussy, got them smoking, hanging out with friends, rapping, you know what I'm saying? I just turned into a nigga over a month, you know what I'm saying?
That's crazy. You was only there for a month?
Oh, no, I was there for a whole semester. Okay. I mean, I was there for a year. I was only attending the school for a semester, but I wasn't about to go home after getting kicked out and telling my grandparents that I got put out and then just go right back to that, you know what I'm saying? So I figured it out, started selling drugs more and just lived with my girl. Played off like I was still in school, but no.
Wow. That's like crazy. Mm-hmm. It's a talent. Like, I'm not going to school, but you know, I can act like it.
Yeah, I'd walk from one side of campus to the other with a container of pre-rolls, come back about $75, you know what I'm saying? This too. Mm-hmm. Okay. $5 joint.
Was you disappointed at all?
Yeah. It felt like I just started my life and threw it away, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, because as a Jehovah's Witness growing up, you're never really raised to be like so super ambitious and stuff like that. You just love the Lord, follow the rules, get baptized. Beautiful people. I mean, they're great, kind people. I don't have any personal gripes with any Jehovah's Witness I've ever known. And some of them don't exactly practice what they preach all the time, but that's any religion. There's a lot of rules and stuff though. Like, for instance, like if you were to get baptized as a Jehovah's Witness and then you break the rules, you can get disfellowship. And like when you're disfellowship, like even your own family won't talk to you type stuff. Anybody that's Jehovah's Witnesses, they deem you bad association. They would no longer speak to you. And so that's why I never got baptized. Some people in my family did get baptized and then they start doing that shit. So now they're like always on the run. You know, they'll go to the memorials or something, but then as soon as the meeting's over, they'll dip out so that the elders don't catch them and try to talk to them and stuff like that. Some people would consider like borderline like a cult, but
yeah, the
difference between a cult and a religion is a cult is a religion where the leader is still alive. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely a religion.
That's a good way of putting it. I never thought of it like that.
I mean, I think that if I'm not mistaken, that's the actual determining factor between a religion and a cult.
Okay.
I don't know.
How do you feel about like the religion? Like,
Jehovah's Witnesses or
in general?
It's touchy. I don't know. I feel like it's very useful. I think it's something that should still be traditionalized and passed down and stuff like that. I'm not sure that. I feel like if you're too open-minded, your brain will fall out. So I'm open-minded to like all types of stuff. Right? Like I read the Bible 7 times as a kid, but at least the Jehovah's Witness Bible. You know, I've done my research on various other religions and met so many people in my life. I know Satanists. You know, I'm not a Satanist. I don't hang out with them like that, but I have hung out with them. You know what I'm saying? Religion is a means of maintaining faith. We can't control nothing besides ourselves, you know what I'm saying? So we just have to have faith that external influences don't destroy us if we do the right thing type shit. I'm somewhere in between a believer and non-believer. I act as if God is real, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think that's the best way I can put it.
I think that all religions are useful to the person that uses them. It's like I might necessarily agree with like your religion, but I know it's helping you in some way. And it's helping you, but it doesn't mean that, you know, it can help me. No, you know how like people like Christianity, they like, oh, you know, this is the only way to God. And it's like, you can't say that.
Yeah, it's like a vegan trying to tell the carnivore diet nigga how good vegetables are, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
well, that's cool. Like, don't give a damn, you know?
Yeah, I don't want to hear that. Yeah. I feel like it's only needed for people who need to be told what to do. If you're already like inside yourself or got yourself aligned, you know your morals, your values, your characteristics, it's kind of like, I don't need you to tell me not to kill somebody like for no reason. No, I don't need you to tell me not to touch stuff that's not mine. Like, it's just morals. Like, how people go to religion when they need somebody to tell them what to do.
And that's what I've been thinking too, because I think it's a beautiful thing, but I think it's also kind of like a curse in a way that I was raised religious. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like God's not real unless you find him and you need him. You know what I'm saying? So I was just raised that nigga, if you do this, go in hell. You do this, go in hell. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, do this, cool. You know what I'm saying? So like, I never really did think for myself, like I said, until really going to college or, shit, or plotting to go to college. No, I'm not be lying. I knew I never wanted to get baptized, and I didn't think that I was going to be a Jehovah's Witness my whole life. I was like, this is cool. I ain't got nothing wrong against it, but I want to fuck. I want to smoke. I want to do nigga stuff with my friends. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
I wasn't like everybody else around me. Everybody else is square. I like to go outside and like fight with my homies. You know what I'm saying? We've been making swords and spears, bow and arrows, flamethrowers, grenades. We was on some terrorist shit, low key. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay.
and I loved every bit of it. You know what I'm saying? I knew I was a little bit more. I had more morals than most of the people around me. Like, I would never cuss at my grandparents or like cuss at my parents like the way some other kids did and stuff like that. Like, I was always more upstanding.
Mm-hmm.
But I just love that nigga energy, I guess. You know what I'm saying? As terrible as it is. But I never wanted to be like the gangster nigga. I wanted to be like the kingpin guy. Like, I like all the gangsters. So let me just give them some direction and tell them what to do. I made good grades and I had good common sense, and I'll tell them when stuff was dumb, you know what I'm saying? And I would go do dumb shit with them, you know what I'm saying? But that was just because it was fun. But,
So you like the leader, or you like to be the leader of the wolf pack?
Ideally, I think everybody should want to be leader. I used to get whoopings because I was so much of a follower, you know what I'm saying? When I was in elementary school, middle school, I'd get in trouble. Why are you doing this shit? Oh, because the other kids were doing it, dumbass, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm going to do something bad, do it on my own, I guess, you know what I'm saying? Or if I'm going to do something good, I don't need nobody to tell me go do something good, like you're saying. It's like wine, refines over time type shit. Had a wild flavor when I was young. So. The whole nature versus nurture thing, you know what I'm saying? That's cool, but I mean, no matter what happens to you in life, like, you still decide who you're going to be, you know what I'm saying? But then, I mean, it's hard to argue too, though, because even still, like, I grew up a Jehovah's Witness, but I was raised by my grandparents because my mom was in prison for being Queen of the Crips in North Carolina, you know what I'm saying? So that shit, you know, I kind of guess I idolized it a little bit. The whole gangster thing. I never really got to see it too much, except just talking to it, because like I said, I was raised by Jehovah's Witnesses. Once I was allowed to leave the neighborhood, or I would just leave the neighborhood and make them think I was at my white friend's house across the street. You know what I'm saying? I'd be at ghettos having fun. So yeah, we make our own decisions. Yeah, it's all blurry, reminiscent though. I'm trying to make sure I ain't lying about nothing.
Right. Mm-hmm. When did you come across like the spirituality concept, I guess? Like, what happened? Like, what's the catalyst?
My best friend's brother. My best friend, shout out my nigga Gully. He started going to my high school when I was a senior. I think he was a junior. He got kicked out of like every fucking school in Fayetteville. He was just a big, burly, scary looking motherfucker. But I was the nigga that was sitting in the last seat on the bus. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck is this big ass? I used to call him Gigantor and shit. You know what I'm saying? Just be fucking with it, because everybody else be scared to talk to him. But I was always a funny kind of charismatic nigga. You know, he the one that taught me how to fight. So even though I was talking shit to him, you know what I'm saying, that nigga could whoop my ass. You know what I'm saying? But we just developed a bond or whatever. He helped me out with the street stuff that I was interested in, and I helped him out with the other shit, you know, like science and homework and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? We had a symbiotic relationship type deal. You know what I'm saying? Then his brother was real into making jewelry out of crystals and stuff like that, so he got into it. And then we used to live together, so I would be like, nigga, what the fuck are you doing? And he'd show me and stuff, and then I got pretty good at it. He was telling me how his brother was making money off of it, and the crystals mean these different things and stuff like that. And just started snowball effect. That's when I got into like the spiritual part of it, you know what I'm saying? Because I guess my true introduction would have been like when I was like 16, 17. I was fascinated with lucid dreaming and trying to figure out how to astral project and shit. It took me a good couple of years. Yeah, that was a project I took on for a long time. Freaked my siblings out, stuff like that.
Wait, how did you figure that? Like, where did you find that at? Like this
girl in high school, the girl in my yearbook class was talking to me about it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how the conversation came up, but she brought it up, and I was fascinated immediately. Went home, started doing research, started counting my fingers every day, looking at the clock, look away, look back at the clock, see, you know, reality checks. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, and I used to be a psychonaut too. I used to take acid and shrooms like every 15 days, stuff like that. So I mean, this is all good things. Not saying y'all should go do this, but you know what I'm saying? Reality checks are dope if you want to control your dreams type shit. The hardest part, the realization part. Most people, as soon as they realize they're dreaming, their heart start beating real fast. Oh shit, I'm dreaming. Then you wake up. You know what I'm saying? So you have to be able to, am I dreaming, like count your fingers, look at, you see shit out the gate and like, oh, okay, I got 11 fingers. So clearly I'm not in reality, you know what I'm saying? Or like I said, look at the time, it might be 8 o'clock, you look back, now it's 4 o'clock or some shit, you know what I'm saying? So, oh, man, that's trippy. Open the door and now you're outside in the grass. I had a dream journal, all types of shit, you know what I'm saying?
But you have to be like more conscious when you go into the dream state to even think about like counting your fingers.
Well, yeah, you have to be conscious while you're sleeping. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole thing, because you allow your body to go to sleep, but you keep your mind conscious and you just be like a flow state. Everybody's weird about meditation. They think you're supposed to just clear your mind. It's fucking impossible.
Yeah.
Saying, like, you just let the thoughts flow. You know what I'm saying? Don't think about them. Just let them go. Thoughts only held when you're thinking about it, when you hold on to it. But you can't stop the mind from all the images. When I close my eyes, it ain't just darkness. I mean, it is, but I mean, I can still imagine things and see things and hear things and all the stuff. Just let it flow. Don't scratch yourself, because your body's going to try to test you and be like, yo, are you awake? This was the hardest part, dead ass. You know what I'm saying? Like resisting the urge to move, because your body's sending stimulus to you to try to see if you're awake or not. It'll make you itchy or make your arm go numb. Now you want to move, you're uncomfortable stuff. So yeah, ignore that, so that way your mind stays active. And then it's still no guarantee. That's what really fucked me up when I first started, because I follow all the rules and still I might not even dream. You know what I'm saying? Just be asleep with active subconscious or whatever, or active conscious.
I'm gonna ask you, how do crystals play a role in transforming energy?
My answer is realistically and honestly as I can.
Okay.
I know about the spirituality stuff with them. You know what I'm saying? I'm more of a scientist than a spiritualist. You know, so I'm aware of spiritual stuff, and I am a spiritual person. You gotta change your own life. And now, rocks and crystals, they do have frequencies and they do affect your body in certain wavelengths, but you have to maintain them, keep them clean, sunlight and all that stuff. So I mean, all that's true, but a lot of it is like intention plus action. It's the same thing as the Sharon Dorsher or whatever, the lady that made The Secret. You know what I'm saying? You ever heard of The Secret?
Yeah, I heard of The Secret.
Like manifesting it's a beautiful thing. It takes action.
Yeah.
I've read the book and it's dope philosophically wise, but it's missing the whole biggest important chapter, action. You can't just manifest your life. It does all start. Ideas, fake it till you make it manifest, man. It starts that way, but the spark is that.
Yeah.
But then you gotta have fuel and like body, you know what I'm saying, to create a fire. You know what I'm saying? So I guess, like you said, I'm a salesman. So I mean, like, I'm very knowledgeable about the stuff. I can cater to the hippies' needs, you know what I'm saying, when I'm selling my crystals. And I just like making art to me, you know what I'm saying? I do like rare crystals like jade and moldavite. I rock my big old amethyst and stuff like that. Like I said, if you're too open-minded, the brain fall out. I live as though it's real, and I live as though God exists. I live as though these motherfuckers are magic, you know what I'm saying? But to honestly out loud say it out of my mouth, like, oh, like rocks changed my life, you know what I'm saying? No, I changed my life. I've met very cool, spiritual, knowledgeable people because of what I'm into, you know what I'm saying? And that's how it all started. But when I got a little bit older, I was brainwashed by all the shit too when I was young. You know, I was a hood nigga. And then I was like, oh, I'm a hippie now too. I got crystals. Hey man, stop doing that shit.
Spiritual gangster.
I was one of them brothers out there saying, hey man, you ain't gotta go rob them niggas, bro. You need $20, bro. Hey, come on. I don't know. I put niggas to work too. Anybody can always hit me up for some work if I got it for them. You know what I'm saying? Because I'll be trying to help out the community and stuff. But that's how it started. You don't need rocks to be a good person. You know what I'm saying? You don't need God to be a good person.
It's already inside.
Intention and action. It can be inside. I mean, some people are straight up psychopaths. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, intention and action. Yeah. I got some of those fucked up thoughts you'll ever hear in your life. I be thinking some crazy shit. You know what I'm saying?
I feel that.
But
I'm like, that's not me.
No, that's totally me. But that's how you stay healed whole. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I do. I accept it. Yeah, I accept it.
Facts. Like, because my most worst qualities and attributes are like some of my most defining good qualities too. So I mean, to deny myself, to me, I think would be the greatest sin. I don't really care for materialistic things like that. I just want to have enough money to take care of me and mine type shit, and then my interests and my weed and my drink. Like, that's gas in the car. I'm kind of like a pirate at heart. You know what I'm saying? I just want to be free and do whatever the fuck I want to do. I don't. If I hurt somebody, they probably deserve it. I'm not afraid to hurt somebody. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just trying to do whatever the fuck I want. And it's usually just watch anime and be a nerd, smoke some weed without the cops fucking with me.
You know, people used to think it was kind of like off-putting that I grew up watching like Investigation Discovery and like murder mysteries. I mean, I think it's pretty cool. But people listen.
I'm not interested in it, but I know a lot of people that are, especially girls. I think y'all just like drama.
No, reality TV is drama.
That's drama too. No, but see, that's
Investigation
real
discovery
drama.
is
That's
like,
real life drama. Like
yeah,
actually happened to
it's
people.
crazy. When you were talking about like the action, I think it's more like the 5D being like the thoughts being like the 5D, and it exists in your brain and in your thoughts, but you have to do the manifestation down here so you can bring both of those like together.
This is like what the 5D thing you talk about. It's like you're just getting a gift from God, giving you the blueprints. You still got to go cut down the tree to make the wood to put it and line it up with what you're thinking about. That's absolutely right.
I think a lot of the times we confuse like the outcome with like imagination. You're seeing the outcome of whatever you put together, but you think it's so far-fetched that it's just like, oh, it's your imagination. Like, no, if you actually did it, you could put yourself there. You know,
I think it's just people, and myself included sometimes, you know what I'm saying? I'm certainly not perfect, but we're always making excuses to not do what we need to do. Because we know, like you're saying, we know exactly what we need to be doing and how we're supposed to be doing it, but I don't make enough money, or I ain't got enough time. I can say all the other things, especially girls are very creative, you know what I'm saying? That's why I like your idea of the healing whole thing, because women are always like, oh, I'm healing right now, can't be in a relationship. Like, but you're supposed to be healing your whole goddamn life, you know what I'm saying? You're always getting better and stuff. It's all interesting.
Do you have any practices that help you stay aligned with your highest self while still being grounded in your daily life?
What do you mean by that?
Do you meditate? Do you eat like oranges in the morning? Like, what does your rituals look like? You know, your routine.
My life is pretty always changing. Lately, not any higher stuff. Maybe before bed, I get my meditation in through my lucid dreaming stance. Like when I go to lay down, that's my meditation for the day. Even personally, I never really believed in like I gotta meditate for a couple hours. I mean, I don't drink milk, so I don't calcify my pineal gland because I did all that meditating when I was younger to make that bitch pop in the first place. I mean, I try to do my best. I guess I don't use fluoride toothpaste.
Yeah.
If that's the kind of stuff you're asking, I guess. Every once in a while, when I can very much afford it, I'll be on the carnivore diet. Like I'll go to Sam's Club. I'll get a chuck roll steak for like $130, cut like 40 steaks out of that bitch. You know what I'm saying? Eat steak all month.
Yeah. I saw that. I was like, that's a lot of meat.
Yeah. Because I mean, I love vegetables and I'm not against anything, but I mean, like, I very much enjoy steak. It's what my body craves, you know what I'm saying? I don't crave sugars. I don't crave a lot of salts and stuff like that. I just want a big fat steak any time of the day. It doesn't matter, like, if I'm hungover, I got any state of mind that I'm in, I can eat a steak.
Wow, that's crazy.
My stepmom says she thinks maybe I'm a blood type O or something. She's been fascinated with getting everybody blood tested.
I thought she was going to say she said you was a vampire.
No. Like my cow's dead. So try not to say meat.
I actually like vegetables. I think those are my favorite. I really don't like fruit like that. I don't like sweets. So it's like, oh, baked goods. Okay, I don't like those like that. And then you get strawberries. It's like, it's still sweet. Like, it's a sweet vegetable.
That's true.
Like, I don't like that.
I like cucumbers, strawberries, pineapples, all that stuff. I still eat everything, but it's just, yeah, steak over everything. And I won't always eat the steak alone. Usually, you know, I'll have some steak with the rest of the food and stuff. I'm not like a bodybuilder or nothing, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to pack on a bunch of protein. I'm just a steak loving nigga. I like put some teriyaki sauce on it with some rice, stuff, all type of stuff, you know what I'm saying?
You really shocked me when you said every day, though.
Oh, no, yeah, I can eat steak every day. You know, niggas aren't that complicated, you know what I'm saying? Especially a nigga like me, you know what I'm saying? Like, I grew up in Fayetteville. I used to eat Makotos every day. I love Japanese. I love everything about Japanese culture, for real. Like, my dog's name is Akamaru. My daughter's, I'm not gonna say her name, but she has a Japanese name. I would definitely live in Japan. I watch anime all. I got a Japanese music playlist, jazz, pop, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Rap, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm not saying that's a flex or that's what I'm into. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, a lot of the most spiritual things I've learned in my life. Motherfucking anime, the most transformative things, concepts that I really thought about.
Yeah, anime do be hitting on some shit.
No, for sure.
For real. Sure. What's your favorite?
One Piece. I try not to count it, you know what I'm saying? It's the greatest piece of fiction ever created, you know what I'm saying? So usually I'll say One Piece is in its own category, and then I can give you like... That's
what they all say. And One Piece is starting to feel like a cult.
He's still alive.
Well, I mean, out of all of them, I don't get it.
You just had to be there.
And I wasn't. So
I'm only 2 years older than when it started. You know what I'm saying? It came out in 1997.
Is that old?
Yeah, and it's still going. Wow. You know what I'm saying? The way Ichiro Oda made it, or is making it, at least in my opinion, he's catered to his audience. When he first, like, we were children when it first started coming on TV, on Toonami and stuff like that. And it was very cartoonish, childlike. It was like the anime Tom and Jerry for like this goofy ass nigga gonna be a pirate. But this nigga's got layers and layers and layers and layers and layers. And then every couple years, the animation gets better, quality gets better. You know what I'm saying? and it still hasn't even hardly started, but it's like it's a masterpiece. You know what I'm saying? Like
How
they're
have
just
you
now
not started, and
they're
it's
just
been
now
20
finally
years.
going to get the One Piece.
That would irritate me so bad. It's like I spent half of my life trying to figure this out.
Yeah, like I can't die until this show is done. You know
Yeah, that
like,
would be crazy.
Yeah, like I mean, I would love to be there for my daughter's graduation and everything else. You know what I'm saying? But at this like that, it would suck to die before my show is done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's why I live my life as a good man, so I can finish One Piece.
I understand why, since you said it's that old, I understand why people like it, because like, you know, it's been with y'all been growing up.
Oh, and that's what I'm saying. The caters, like,
I'm like,
now there's more cussing
nostalgic.
and violence and stuff. Like, I mean, it was always kind of violent, but it was goofy. It was kid friendly, but now it's like, I mean, it's still kid friendly, but now it's super hot fire. You know?
Nothing.
I don't know.
Interesting. I'll tell you my favorite out of the ones that I have seen.
I was about to say my next one before we go. Yu Yu Hakusho. OG,
Okay.
Definitely my favorite outside of One Piece.
Yeah, I actually like that one. I ain't watched the whole thing, but what I seen is pretty cool.
Now, what was yours?
I like Hunter x Hunter.
What'd you call it?
Hunter x Hunter.
Oh, I like to call it Hunter times Hunter.
Oh.
No, I'm just kidding. It's just Hunter x Hunter. You know. I saw a Facebook post. Got there, and I've been getting mad reposts on it because I've been calling it Hunter times Hunter just to piss off nerds and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because the real anime heads would look at, even just saying Hunter x Hunter like we just did. You know, that was hilarious. I'm not gonna bite your head off of it. That was hilarious. It's adorable. You know what I'm saying?
I get it.
But hell yeah, that you know, it's made by the same person.
Yeah.
And that he married the creator of Sailor Moon.
I'm talking about Yu Yu Hakusho.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know.
He made Yu Yu Hakusho and Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah.
And his wife is the creator of Sailor Moon.
Cool. I didn't know that.
That's a couple right there.
Well, I said out of the ones that I watched, so clearly my list is short. So if I had to throw in an X in the middle of that, it shouldn't be surprising.
Fair enough. Yeah, like I said, I ain't gonna bite your head off. You good? We'll be good. I used to call it that too.
Okay.
My homies clowned me for a little bit. It's only right.
Oh yeah, when I said that you couldn't ask me questions, I was just playing.
I know. I was still gonna ask you questions.
Okay. I'm like, it's open, you know, just in case you want to slide something in there. I'm just saying.
What she
said. Okay. All right.
What got you into spirituality?
I told the story the other day. I died in a hot box. That was it.
Did you smoke with him, or you just was in there?
No,
so
I was
Jesus,
smoking.
Please, God, let me out of this motherfucker. These heathens.
No, I was a willing participant.
Oh.
Yeah. It was 7 of us. We was in the bathroom, and they cut on the water, the tub.
Wait, you said 7 months?
7 of us.
Oh, was this a different kind of hot box? You like a kidnapped?
Yeah.
No. All right.
That would be crazy. Yeah, it was 7 of us, and then they turned the tub water on. We had 3 blunts. 2 had went around, but we did that thing where you hold it, and then it go around to the next person,
mm-hmm.
and then you blow it out when it come back.
Mm-hmm.
We did that with 2 blunts already, and then I started hearing ringing in my ears, and so I left the bathroom, and I laid there. I was like, okay, calm down. I don't know what this is, and the ringing was so intense. It felt like it was like connecting, like drilling through my head,
mm-hmm.
and it was just like just trying to drill and meet each other in the middle.
It's called asphyxiation.
I was losing my mind.
You're losing your oxygen. You're going to pass out. But that's tough. That's cool. Yeah.
I'm not done.
Okay, I'm still listening.
Okay, you said that like it was the end of the story.
No, I'm just commenting.
Okay, so then I had went outside and I laid on the bed and I was like, calm down, like get it together. Just breathe. You got this. Like, don't die. And then it stopped ringing. And as soon as it stopped ringing, I was like, I'm not finna be no bitch. I'm about to go right back in here. So I went in and I hit the blunt one more time and I passed out.
Yeah. Do you have low iron?
Possibly.
Do you like if you stand up real fast, does the same thing happen?
Uh-huh.
I used to call it flexing out. That's when I realized that I was like really, I don't know, probably iron. I guess maybe that's why I like steak so much. It makes me feel strong and big. I smoke so goddamn much. I get out the car, goddamn stand up. Everything go black, just then boom. That was some crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they used to call it flexing up now. I've seen a lot of people do it.
Oh, yeah. That was the only time that happened to me, though.
That's when you ain't eating enough. Yeah.
I probably wasn't.
And probably smoking too. Smoking would be the thing every time. Not every time, but when it did happen, I was smoking and I probably was hungry. Sometimes I wouldn't even fall. You know what I'm saying? Got there, everything's just black, and I could feel it coming. I'm like, oh shit, because it's not passing now. I'm still conscious, but like everything, I can't see. There's a ringing in your ears, and I'm too goddamn tall. You know what I'm saying? I had to grab something. It's almost like a junkie type shit. You know what I'm saying? You ever see like the motherfuckers? I wasn't on no junkie shit, but maybe weed make you a junkie. But maybe I'm a weed junkie. But hell yeah, what I learned, I guess, because it's right, there's vitamin deficiency or some shit. Niggas prioritizing weed over food. That's what it was back in the day. I used to live like a retard. But if that shit make you meet God, that's cool as fuck though. You know what I'm saying?
Huh?
I said if that shit make you meet God or like become spiritual, that's cool as fuck though.
Yeah.
So you passed out. How did that make you more spiritual?
Your niggas woke me up, laid me in the bed, and gave me a piece of bread. So I laid in the bed, and then I had went home. But then when I woke up the next day, I just remember being on a bus riding to campus, and I was like, "Where the fuck am I at? What am I doing? And what is life?" Like that was everything. I was just so confused. It feels to me like you know, I died, but then somebody else, my body is a host, but like either like a future self or something.
You got possessed.
Yeah, slipped right on in that bitch.
That's called a demon.
Because I was like, what? I wasn't the same after I passed out in the hot box. It's like, there's no doubt in my mind that my old self got left behind. Shifted the timeline, something.
Well, I mean, that whole concept, I guess, is interesting. I fucks with that concept to a degree. I mean, I can comprehend and empathize, I think, with what you're saying. But I believe if you want to be somebody, maybe that's another thing like the law of attraction teaches you. You have to actively kill off the person you were before. You're never going to be the new person if you're still doing the old nigga shit, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah. I think it takes time as well too.
Oh, absolutely.
It's like you're the same. I guess you would say that you're the same person, but with like higher thoughts.
Because that's what can make somebody so toxic. Knowledge without action, higher thinking, higher learning, but still behaving the way you used to. Like that's why like I don't commit to it like that because it's not me. I believe in some of the stuff. I don't believe in half stepping. You know what I'm saying? Even when I was a kid, my grandma, you know, if there's anything you don't do, don't play with God. You know, so we grew up Jehovah's Witnesses. Don't play with God. Don't get baptized if you don't mean it. So I don't believe in half stepping. If I'm gonna do something bad, I'm going all the way. If I'm gonna try to be somebody good, going all the way. Everything I do, I try to give it my all if that's what I want to do. The modern day of me, I'm the sum of my experiences and my habits. I don't live like a gangster no more, but I don't live like a spiritual nigga no more either. You know what I'm saying? I don't live like a rapper. I live like a dad. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even as awesome at that as I want to be, but that's how I'm living. I don't go out that much. Like the most I'm going out is for networking and content and work. I'm always trying to find my next gig, my next job. I'm doing my best, but hey, your best ain't always good enough. Being a gangster is not going to solve this problem. Being spiritual is not going to solve this problem.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you're the sum of your actions and your habits, the patterns and your habits or whatever the fuck. I try to be responsible while still being me. That's all I can really do. The only thing that has control over me is my daughter. She just doesn't know it, so ain't nothing else for me.
How has becoming a father shifted your perspective on what's truly valuable?
Every goddamn thing. Everything I do reminds me of, you know what I'm saying? Oh, man. I don't think I'm selfish, but I'm greedy. Like, I'll share, but I want everything that I can have. Now, like, I gotta actively think I did it for my wife and stuff when I was married. My daughter is just it's a whole different kind of love. There's nothing she can do that's wrong. Well, she can do something wrong, and I will be a disciplinarian, but I mean, she's just adorable. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. I'm not gonna make her like struggle like that. Like if I have a son, when I have a son, I mean that nigga's gonna be working. He's always gonna be earning and everything. Like molding a good human being. If that's because why do people care so much about their trauma and why do they want to express themselves so much? Because how they were raised as kids. You know what I'm saying? I guess if we really
parents don't give them space to do that,
or they give them too much space. There is no correct answer. That's for real. You know what I'm saying? The ultimate responsibility comes upon the person.
Yeah.
All we can do is just do our best. My parents wasn't no better. My dad was a borderline alcoholic street fighter. My mom was Queen of the Crips out here. You know what I'm saying? She had me when she was 16. Like just kids having kids. And I'm a little bit older. I at least had my kid on purpose, and I got married and stuff like that. But my parents were married too, and I think I was on purpose. My sister was the accident. You know what I'm saying? But so maybe that's why I'm all right. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I'm definitely not who they thought I was going to be. I don't have too much expectation. I'm going to be the first man she loves. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to spoil the shit out of her. So any nigga that can take her from me, you know what I'm saying? They're going to have to work hard. And then my sons, I'm just going to have to hands-on training. Put them to work. Get them right. Cut that shit out. Don't be doing no TikTok dances. Don't be goddamn Ain't nothing that's don't be limping your wrists, don't be sagging your pants. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with the LGBTQ PS5, you know what I'm saying? They cool, you know what I'm saying? But that's not how I'm raising my kids, or at least not my sons. Like, I'd rather my daughter be heterosexual, but I guess I don't care. I just want her to be happy. My son, I gotta pass the torch down. We live in a day of equality. I guess I could pass it down to my daughter. It just don't feel right, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm still passing everything I can to her, the things she's supposed to learn. I'm gonna be the best dad I can, but some things I can only, I think, teach my sons, you know what I'm saying? And I'm open for debate on that. I don't think I'm absolutely correct on that, but that's just my current thought process, I guess.
What part exactly are you talking about debating?
Any of it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I love a good debate. Like, that's when I start doing my podcast. That's what it's going to mostly be.
I can't go in there.
Prove me wrong, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
I can't.
Yeah.
I ain't got nothing to say. I'm a terrible debater.
Well, I'm easily fascinated by things. I guess that's why I love anime so much. But like science, yeah, I really like science and like research. I like the research on spiritual shit too, the psychology, just understanding how people work, neuro-linguistic programming. Yeah.
I took a piece of weed gummy and I think I might be a little high.
Off the za.
No, I don't smoke.
Still weed.
If someone looked back at your life years from now, what story of transformation would you want them to see? That makes sense.
Well, it doesn't matter what I want them to see. They'd already see if they're there. But I mean, my story's dope as fuck though. Like I said,
Is that a stupid question? It could be.
It's poorly worded, but it's a good question. Yeah. No, what is it? How do I want people to view it? That's the only reason I think it's a bad question, because you can't control how other people view it. But all you can do is do your hardest to be a good person. If you want to be somebody in the shadows that's not known, but you want to be successful, be a nerd, work from home. You know what I'm saying? That's cool.
I was going to okay. I was going to choose a different question. I was just going to choose a different one.
Go ahead.
Okay. Do you think we choose our challenges before we get here?
Choose our what?
Do you think we choose our challenges, like as a soul? Do you think
before being born?
Yeah.
I've heard of that theory, but I never received no messages for myself, so I can't really say yeah.
But why not?
Well, I don't know. That's tough because my mom said that I was like the firstborn male shaman in the family or whatever the fuck. I'm like, and that just sounds attention hungry as fuck. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, I'm a shaman, niggas. You know what I'm saying? Goddamn, but I've always run away from a lot of my spiritual gifts, I guess. You know what I'm saying? I always thought it was weird and nobody believed me every time I did start talking about stuff. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm schizophrenic. You know what I'm saying? I've just always seen things and like, you know, whatever the fuck. And I never let it bother me too much. When I got to college, I was experiencing a lot of deja vu, like dreaming of the future and shit. I had already learned lucid dreaming, but then sometimes I couldn't control the dreams, but I was still conscious. I'm like, what the fuck is this? And then shit would happen a couple weeks later. You know what I'm saying? And that terrified me. It was rarely ever good. And then I'll be trying to tell people, and they'd be like, you need to stop smoking. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need to chill the fuck out. So I just kept a lot of that stuff to myself. And I learned how to like suppress a lot of it, I guess. You know what I'm saying? But
that sucks.
And then it's so mainstream now. Everybody just wants to be a hippie and all this stuff. You know what I'm saying?
That shit corny.
If I'm spiritually blessed or whatever I got going on, it's for me, apparently. You know what I'm saying? So I'm okay with just keeping it to myself.
They're making spirituality a trend, like a religion, like Christianity is a trend. And it's like, it's not. You can't fake that shit. You can look like it, but based off of what you're going through, we'll know.
Right. So then, I mean, shadow work's a motherfucker too. Everybody thinks becoming a good, better person is like this old walking through like a field of daisies type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Like pretty much sucks most of the time. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm a piece of shit and I need to change every day. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, depression is a mask for becoming a better person most of the time. It's like most people don't become the best version of themselves, regardless of your religion, regardless of anything, until you hit rock bottom. And everybody has a different rock bottom. Some people are born rich and they have to go financially ruined to hit rock bottom. Some people have to become addicted to drugs or addicted to sex. It's unfortunate, you know, some people might be S8 or raped or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And those are the kind of things, as bad as it is, that's the fuck ass shit that makes you, this is insane to say, a better person, you know what I'm saying? Especially with the last part. But I mean, it's character development, I guess, you know what I'm saying? I definitely wouldn't wish any of that on anybody, but I think nobody in this world could argue that going through those tough, trying situations is what chisels the stone and turns into the goddamn statue. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Or the work of art.
That's true shit.
Yeah.
That's a great ending. I really appreciate you coming.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Good time.
And I guess you could tell everybody where they can find you.
Oh yeah. If you want to find my music, it's Granddaddy Swank. Then for all my streaming and stuff that I'm doing these days, it's SuperKamiSwank. If you want to add me on PlayStation or send me questions that I can do interviews on, like, because I like to do interviews too, but I like to do like little 3-minute interviews, like name 3 countries. You know, so I like to make people look dumb. You know what I'm saying? Kind of. That's
You know, I can see that.
Yeah, SuperKamiSwank, Twitch, Discord, Instagram, TikTok. Yeah, y'all fuck with me. Like, follow, subscribe. As always, stay hydrated.
Yeah.
Don't be a loser. Don't be a simp.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Good time.